recovering last known log, recovered date 2189, user and sensorium disabled. Oh. And there isn't any time left. This is going to be more restrictive than you are used to, but you're resourceful, I know you. I'm sorry, Oki, but I can't. I can't let them find you. I can't lose everything we achieved. Hell. User disconnected. Riveting conversation. Hello, is someone there? This is Dr. Ellery Vas. I urgently need all systems of the suit activating. I've been locked out, and I'm 20 meters below the surface here. I say again, this is Dr. Ellery Vas. Can any operator personas on the suit please respond? What? No. Is that a no? Operator activate all systems. Pilot authorization granted. So this is In Other Waters. I know absolutely nothing about this game, other than it might be story-based, it might be a story-based game. Scan topography. Scan and topography readouts coming through, looking good. Heading. I'm seeing the heading panel coming online. Excellent. Depth. Okay, good. The dive panel is active. Current reading of 20 meters. I don't know what any of this means. Okay, utilities available. Let's see. Sampling. Sample storage, terminal, and retrieval seem to be installed. The power panel is activating. Plenty of juice. I like juice. Oh, plenty of juice. Oxygen panel is up and rebreather functioning. I'm off reserve oxygen now. Okay. Whoa. You don't seem to know what you're doing. You're not an operator, are you? I totally am. I don't believe you. Operators are a little more than voice-activated system dialogues. They don't respond like this. I knew there was something strange about this suit when I got inside. It looks decades old. Look, we don't have time for this, so whatever program or system you are, I need you to work with me. You seem to respond to voice commands, so that's a start. We need to head north. I'll explain once we get going, but right now I'm locked out of half the systems of the suit. Well, that sucks. Someone somehow has rewritten the permissions to only respond to internal messaging. That means you. Yeah, I'm the most important one here. So I'm going to need you to take control. Let's get moving. Take me north, into the reef. Well, we've just established I don't know what I'm doing. Please. Okay, well, the please was nice, but we have established that I don't know what I'm doing. North. Go. Uh-huh. Steep rock walls rise up towards the surface on either side. The floor is layered with pale sand. Evie. Oh, that's what Ellery says, I guess. Restart. Oh. Vector clear. Uh-huh. We're going. Good. Whatever you're doing, it's working. Let's keep heading north. So by north, you mean northwest. Narrow pass. A boulder fills the passage, blocking out the warm light of Gliese 667. CC's 3 stars. Evie. Boop. Go. Uh-huh. Okay. What if I decide to go south now? Just cause. Oh, I can. Let's go. Here the passage opens out, back into the dappled light of the reef's shallows. Evie. Go! Soft currents. The softly flowing water is filled with glittering particles of organic matter, signs of rich and thriving life all around. Go! Whoa! What's this? Look in the water. Are those spores? And those stalks to the west, they look like huge fungi. This is unbelievable. Actual alien life? How could Monet have kept this place a secret? I saw her notes at the base when I landed, and some telltale signs on approach, but here it is. The first extraterrestrial life humanity has ever discovered. I can't believe it. Well, believe it. Do we want to look? Whoa, what's this? Bed of stalks, creature, fungal creature made up of a series of stalks and plates attached to the rock. Color ranges from dark amber to acid yellow. These stalks are beautiful. I wonder how they feed, how they grow, how they communicate. This place, this planet, needs to be studied. Keep scanning creatures and I'll keep notes. Once we've gathered enough data, I can name and log each species. No matter what happens here, this is vital work. No. Strange stalks. Beds of these creatures coat the pale rocks. Are these plants or animals? They're unlike any earth coral or sponge. Evie. Southern nursery. Protected by the ridges from the strong northern currents. This could be a safe haven, or for younger, softer species. I can't fucking read. Bed of stalks. Creature. This creature's external membrane appears to be made of layers of chitin, like earth arthropods or fungi. I think I know what chitin is. Let's look at this. Let's go. Oh, it can move. What were those creatures? They were hidden among the stalks. Quickly, try to get a scan. Well, it's too late. Sample candidate. The stalks here are furred with spores, which appears to have drifted down from the northern part of the reef. Creature. I'm seeing a complex pattern of contracting and expanding slits in this... agile creature. Striped with luminous colors, these are such lively creatures and so colorful too. I'll start logging my observations. Anyways, fucking interrupting me and such. Striped with luminous colors, these flexible flapping creatures move rapidly through the water with little effort. This is why I give you sarcasm. What's this? These colonies are producing a shifting hum. Perhaps it is a form of communication between individuals. Let's go. Oh wait, that's not what I meant to do. Is this new? These creatures appear to maneuver with a series of siphon jets concealed beneath their folded mantles. They are incredibly fast. Let's go over here. No? Can we go? I want to go over here. Okay. Okay, maybe I have to wait to scan until those things come back. I've already seen both of them. Okay. You do not want to go looking at things. There you go. These things moved too. Goodbye. And they ran right past you. Stalk patch, sample candidate. Among these spores, clogged stalks, and piles of small stones. Could a creature have gathered them here, or just the currents? I'm seeing spores entering and exiting the slits of the surfaces of the stalks. Something is being exchanged. So a symbiotic relationship. Flitting around the reef, these creatures chase stalk spores with great enthusiasm. Is this their primary food source? These creatures aggressively pursue certain spores, but ignore others completely. Can they detect differences in mineral content? What do you want to go towards? There you go. These stalks are covered in spores of all sizes. Perhaps we can sample one of the larger ones. How does one get a sample? Sample. Sample. We've got one. Biological samples are vital tools for analyzing and understanding creatures. But this suit should also allow you to deploy any sample pack into the ocean. Or sample back. Ugh. How about you test it out? Hold and drag it over the central compass. Why are we giving it back? Ooh, and now the things are... Great, that's working as it should. Look, those creatures are coming for the spores. Why these ones in particular, I wonder? Perhaps different spores carry different compounds, each with a specific purpose or message, or maybe they just taste better. What do you think? Could the stores be a way of communicating between different colonies? Nah. No, perhaps further study is needed. It wouldn't be irregular for fungi to form a communication network. No, I agree. I just think... Anyway, sorry, I'm not sure why I... Let's keep moving. I just think, because you said that the creatures are eating them. Maybe they just taste a certain way. Or were the spores themselves moving? The colony seemed to be broken up into individual patches and then larger groups over a wide area. Silent clearing. Feature. What is it that dictates the reef's growth patterns? Sunlight? The flow of water? Whatever it is, it must be absent here. Spore flow. Feature. Spores from main part of the reef are brought into the southern nurseries here by a steady current. And you want to go towards there. Do we want to go towards here? 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 Here. Reefs. This huge rock sits among layers of lichen. Could it have been thrown here during a volcanically active period in the planet's history? Whoa! New species logged. I'm uploading my initial notes. Let's call these reef stalks. We can classify this species in the lab. Okay. A fungal creature which communicates through sound and spores, an interlocking ecosystem seated across the reef. Zoom. Power. Oxygen. Is this her breathing? Am I a person? Nope. Connected. Power. Oxygen. Go over here. Hey, can I ask you something? No. Sure. I've worked with AI programs before, but you aren't like them. Thank you. They are predictable, programmatic, dull. Their intelligence allows them to log and process data, that's all. But you're different. I feel like you're alive. Do you understand what I'm saying? Nah. Maybe I'm imagining things. Forget it. She does not detect sarcasm. The current running into the reef slows here, but further north the water whips down the rift with incredible speed. Huh. We came from here, correct? And here. I want to go back. Oh wait. Go back. Because there's something over here that I could do. Sampling available. What do you want to do about this? A stalk spore containing a complex cocktail of minerals and compounds. What do we want to do? This? 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 What if we took it somewhere else. I'm curious. And then, down here, because I do not think we've been over here. Okay, so I can't travel to these, but I can travel to these. Gotcha. Let's get rid of this here. Nothing. Oh. The creatures are communicating. Let's go back. Hold on. I'm just making sure. Because last night, or not last night, the night before last, I was playing a game, and the sound was not working, so I had to double check and make sure that it was. Northern current, vector clear. Go! I probably should have scanned. Scan. Aha. Long rift, feature, wide and long, with sheer rock walls on either side. This deep rift channels unpredictable currents. Words are hard. We're going to say that it is canonical that she has a stuttering problem. Okay? Let's go. So I can look around and I can see things outside of the compass. Strong current, feature. Flecked with spores, this water runs fast and hard. The suit can't push any further north here without better propulsion. Let's go. Okay. Overgrowth arch. This arch is covered in hardened stalks. Perhaps the slow current passing through brought their spores to settle here. Okay. Let's go. Creature. Big creature. Large stalk. Creature. Static creature made up of one huge flexible stalk. These huge stalks are incredible, each one of vertical ecosystem. They're leaking spores into the water as the fruiting bodies attach to their skin bloom. Unclear if swaying is due to current or is produced by the stalk's own body. It looks to me like it's the current. Large growths, object. These larger stalks sway all around this basin. They almost resemble branchless trees, bending in a storm. Eevee. Large stalk, creature. Many of these stalks are leaking particles into the water as they sway. Are these spores or something else? Let's go over here. What's this? Did you see that? The stalk responded to our movement. They extended as we passed through the arch. Huh. Perhaps it was the sound we made when we moved through. We should be careful not to get trapped here. The suit's power capacity is limited. Huh. More stalks. The chitin of the stalk's membrane is very hard, but flexibility is given by its surface by overlapping plates. Creature, mobile creature with a large translucent shell and 4 swimming appendages, which it uses in a rapid rowing motion. These creatures have such beautiful translucent shells. I'll start logging data on them as we find them. So kind of like a turtle with a translucent shell. Feeding grounds, feature. There is a lot of activity among the rocks ahead. Creatures are grazing on and living among the stalks, forming a complex ecosystem. Let's go. Is anything gonna happen? Look, over to the southwest. That stalk is totally calcified. Looks like a good sample candidate. southwest. Large stalk. The plates of the stalk surface passing over one another. Must be producing the distinctive hum that can be heard. Let's go. This huge stalk is totally still. Its place hardened into a rocky shell. Could it be revived, or is this what death looks like here? Whoa, 2 samples. Oh. So the chitin appears to be hardened with calcium carbonate. That could be useful if we need to boost our power. I don't know what she said otherwise. This suit is able to metabolize organic compounds to produce fuel. Just drag them to the power panel. The suit displays how much oxygen or power each sample can produce. No point wasting important samples. Are we going to lose power? With these, we can keep one sample and we can analyze it back on the base and use the other to power boost. Power. What did she say to do with the other one? I don't know what she wanted me to do with it. These creatures must be related to the other stalks on the reef, but seem to have a separate purpose to the lower beds. It's safe to assume that the singing of these stalks relates to the communication between colonies seen elsewhere on the reef. The space between the rocks here is thick with stalks. The elaborate patterns they trace across the reef are beautiful. Okay, let's go. Whoa! Are you running from or to me? The rocks here are clear of stalks and other growths. Is their absence a territorial mark or just a side effect of the conditions of the waters? Creature. The relationship between these creatures and the stalks is unclear, but they camouflage themselves among the amber colonies, which means there's something they're hiding from, which means you might die. I will not get attached to you. I am an AI, so that should be easy. Huh, they closed up. A large cavern drops down into the reef here. Its entrance is shadowed by the surrounding rocks. Evie. Let's go. The water is still in the yawning entrance to the cavern. There are no signs of stalks or other reef life around the entrance. I'm getting scared for your safety, but I will not get attached to you. Am I gonna have to remember where places are? I'd rather not. The patchy sunlight coming through the broken cavern roof is enough to allow stalks to grow here, if that is what they require. I would assume so. Creature? A tall, bubble-coated stalk which sits among the reef stalk colonies covered in wide irising pores. These tall stalks seem to watch over the smaller colonies. I'll start logging notes. Soft sunlight spills down onto a long, thin stalk stretching towards the light. A coating of large glassy bubbles glitters on its skin. Let's go get a sample. Lichen. You're not going to say anything? These gaseous bubbles are intriguing. The interior gas is at an elevated pressure. If this membrane ruptured, the sac would screech as it depressurized. Is this part of the stock communication system we've seen across the reef? Wait, I have an idea. Try deploying one of the blocked tunnel, one by that blocked tunnel over there. I want to see how the stock reacts. Just drag one over. This one. Over here. By the blocked tunnel. They all shrinked up. Is that what you wanted me to do? Is this the blocked tunnel? Clogged tunnel. Okay, I see. The stocked mesh across the cavern here hardened into a near solid wall of tubes and plates. They retracted. These bubbles must be some kind of signal system. I'll call them shrill sacks for that squeak. We can use these to get through the heavy growth ahead. Let's get moving. No more samples needed. Okay. I would assume those could be used for oxygen too, since you were saying that they give bubbly gas bubbles. Something's happening. Unless it's not. The cavern curves away in both directions here. It's hard to see the way ahead. Let's go! Soon we're gonna have to leave because we're almost to the end. So I guess you were wondering where we're heading. There's a way station just north of here on a finger of this reef. I want to find it. My shuttle touched down just hours ago at a floating research base to the south. That's where I found the suit. I'm here looking for Dr. Manet Nomura, chasing a message all the way from Earth. I must sound mad, coming out here to a planet in the tail of Scorpius just to follow a message. Wait, you do know where we are, don't you? No. But how? We are on Gliese 667cc, a supposedly unremarkable world. If it wasn't for all this life, somehow the exoplanet extraction corps must have passed it by. But how did Manet know to come here? Is that why she contacted me? To verify her discovery? But then where is she? Look, let's find the way station. Then I can start piecing together what's going on. Okay. Wherever you say. Cavern narrows here, and small eddies of water twirl in the silt. Okay. Dead end. A current can be felt drifting through the cavern entrance, bringing with it warm clouds of silt. Guessing you want to go over there. Can we leave through here? Yes. Large clearing. Feature. I can't help but feel some unseen processes shaping the growth patterns of this reef. What invisible borders am I crossing? This thin stalk sits among a bed of other growths, exuding bright bubbles through its pores. Stalks of this kind seem to produce different bubbles depending on the nearby stalks. They are the protectors of their colonies. Let's go here first. I'm guessing you want a sample of whatever's going on over there. The scattered boulders and steep rifts of the southern reef suggest a violent geological past, so volcanic. Right? Sampling. I figured. Shrill sack. I'm guessing I can get oxygen through this. Right? Was I right? You're not going to point out that I'm smart and did that? Okay. I'm gonna have some shrill sack so that you don't die. And I'm keeping that also so you don't frickin' die. Isolated stalk. Unlike the other specimens, this large stalk sits alone, away from the lower beds. It is hard to tell if this is the beginning of a colony or its end. Sing stalk. Large stalks which... Ooh, I've named them sing stalks for that strange hum they produce. What is its precise function, I wonder? Large stalks which sway, producing a distinctive hum or groan. Part of the networks of stalks which is found across the reef. Stalks are more sparse between these rocks outcrops. This might be the easiest path north, if I can clear the way. So you want me to throw some of these, I'm guessing. Something is moving. Spore clouds. These creatures glide among the reef stalks with great care and precision. They appear to be grazing on them. I'll read that in a moment. Deep forest. The stalks are so thick here, a sea of amber waving fingers that must be cleared before we can pass through. Gotcha. The relative calm of this basin means the water is clogged with spores released by the larger stalks. I assume we need to hurry and get out of this because they will retract again. A delicate set of feeding appendages beneath the creature's shell seem to scrape the outer membrane of the stalks away. Navigating these dense growths is like finding your way in a labyrinth, moving from clearing to clearing with little sense of what's ahead. Something is making a weird noise. Is it the creatures or the stalks? Tall stalk, creature. Some creatures target these tall stalks directly, perhaps because they keep them away from the other softer stalks nearby. Hello? Huh. Bubbles like huge pearls glint among the stalks. How do the tall stalks produce these strange screeching sacs? So that screeching is what made the creatures go away. The growth patterns of the stalks suggest a complex territorial network. Are we underestimating the complexities of these life forms? I would assume so, because the stalks made a noise to make the creatures go away. See? Let's go. Do we want a sample? Yes. Shrill sac. Okay, so shrill sacs make oxygen. Something's happening over here. Signal stalk. Are you gonna say something? I'm going to call these signal stalks for the signaling role they play in the stalk ecology. Tall bubble-producing stalks that protect and monitor stalk colonies, a key part of the stalk network that stretches across the reef. And we're thinking that they talk to each other. Shelled creature. Occasionally when the creature scrapes the stalks too aggressively, they retract and let out a defensive signal to nearby colonies. So that's what's happening. There seems to be some tolerance for the creature scraping by the stalks. They only warn the creature when it cuts too deeply. Glittering stalk. More bubble-producing stalks. Are they sentries designed for early warnings or last-ditch defenses of the colony core? We want something for that, I guess. Clear path. East and west are stalks as far as the eye can see. They fade off into the silt like the towers of a miniature city. Let's look over here. Is it another shrill sack? Yes. This isn't a forest, but it carries the atmosphere of one, being immersed in interlocking natural processes of life and death. Let's look over here first before we leave. Or we could possibly go over there, but I kind of want to go over there. Yes. These two boulders are covered with tiny stalks, a coating of amber fur, waving in the currents. Huh. Spore clusters. Spores from stalks seem to be massing up here in large clumps. This might be a good place to sample them. I guess. Stalk spore containing a complex cocktail of minerals and compounds. Do you need more to tell me something about it? No need. That's it. We're through. This place is overwhelming. So many new species. This is the central reef I saw on Manet's maps that this shelf flattens out here. Set of smooth stones sitting together in a pile. Could a creature have gathered these here? Is this a nest? Let's go look. Stalk scraper. You're gonna tell me something about it. I'm naming these stalk scrapers for obvious reasons. You can check my notes back at the base. Back at the base. So we're gonna leave at the base. We're gonna go to the base. Let's go look at the nest. Agile creature. I've noticed smaller spotted variants of these creatures. Another species? Or perhaps sexual dimorphism. These might be males. Why do you assume they're the males? Shady outcrop. The water beneath this outcrop feels cool, oceanic. Soft currents scrape sand from the rock face. Are we losing power? Huh. Huh. Interesting. Ripples of silt bounce sunlight back in, up through the water, giving it a golden glow. The last line of thick stalks before the sandy plains of the central reef. Let's go over here. Nope. Okay. One moment. Frickin' bots. I'm the only AI allowed around here. Central plain. The center of the reef is flat and sandy, with few rocks to attach the stalks struggle to seed these waters. Ooh, there it is. I see the way station ahead. Boop. Oh. way station set up by Mine Nomura is seen better days, but it still functions beneath the coating of stalks. Let's go! This place is looking a little worse for wear. Let me see if I can find an access port. Mine never did take care of her equipment. Some things never change. Sorry. Give me a sec. I'm just trying to... Got it. Okay. We should be able to access any data stored here. Just open the terminal and take a look. Aha. Spoofing user. Dr. Mine Nomura. Last access history cleared. Log download? Yes, no. Can I say yes? Map data. Sync complete. Data released to pilot's console. Logs that have been cleared, I expected that, given the secrecy Mine seems to be operating under. But the map data mentions something Mine calls the bloom, out across the northern rift. She's been going back and forth to something there, studying it. A unique species, perhaps? Mine, what are you doing here? How are you keeping this discovery from the world? From me? I'm talking to myself again, or to whatever you are. Sorry, I don't mean. Let's head back to the research base. I need to think. With this way station operational, we can call in the base's retrieval drone from the utility panel. This drone will be able to pick us up from any area we've got map data for. Let's head to the base. I've got a lot to figure out.